Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We welcome back an old friend, Alice Wood. She's a lawyer, she's an entrepreneur, and she's an author. Welcome, Alice. It's so nice to see you.
Great to see you. Great to be here.
Now, the viewers may recognize you from Wealth Watchers and just your involvement in the Naperville community and trying to help us all be smarter with our finances. And you really got on board when we ran into all that financial crises, you know, in the mid 2000s.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about your journey. Let's get caught up.
Gosh, well, I mean, the journey started with having to relearn money myself and understanding what a lot of people were doing wrong. So I launched a business that was modeled after Weight Watchers, and we called it Wealth Watchers, and had fabulous success. I mean, we had McDonald's, we had Visa. I was asked to help rewrite the country's national strategy for financial literacy.
You had an app. I still have your app.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So all of that happened, and after years in the trenches and spending a lot of time in Washington, what was a little disheartening is that nothing was changing. So it's like, you know, the message is out there. Why isn't it connecting with people? And, you know, this is something that's so important. We really need a national cultural shift where people care more about money.
Do you think in the most recent financial crisis that we got a little smarter?
A little smarter, but not enough.
And what do you think what does it mean for people to be good with their money? I think people think...
Oh, it's so much easier than you'd think.
Yeah.
I mean, being good with money is spending less money than you have. That's the foundation. And beyond that, you know, once you start saving, you can get into investments. But you know what most people miss is that simple message is to spend less money than you have. Because with the products out there, you know, everything's convenient. So plastic has come with the convenience and then the issues. And that's where I see a lot of the
and with the plastic, the issue is that it's so easy and we lose track.
Right, and that's what we started off, like weight. You track your calories, track your exercise. So we put that into the money mindset, and it works, but not enough people caught on to that idea. And, you know, ultimately the overhead for starting that business, just, you know, the revenues didn't catch up to that, and we had to fold it. And it's like,
because you had to follow your own principles.
Right, and I was asking my son, like, I don't get it. We had all this good stuff happening. What did I do wrong? And he said the funniest thing, and he said, well, you didn't make saving sexy. And I'm like, well, nobody does. But I started thinking about that, and just for the heck of it, I posted a blog that said, saving can be sexy, and I put a picture of me in a swimsuit when I was 19, and it tripled the traffic to our website. And I mean, I am no Kate Upton, so I'm like, that's pretty impressive. And then I started asking young people, is it true? Is it true that money is attractive? Does it make a difference? Is there some way to connect with you that, you know, so tracking didn't do it? What if we make saving sexy? And so I started asking everybody, like, what do you think? If two people are similar, but one is better with money, who's the most attractive? And it was always the one who was better with money. So it turns out saving really is sexy. And so how do we get that message out there? And I'm especially interested in young women because, you know, we know that men make more money than women. Women are vulnerable. And I want to have this book that I'm working on, my latest, called Saving is Sexy, be a weapon in the war on domestic violence. If we can empower women to be financially secure, they can get away from an abusive husband. Or if we can teach them to spot the traits of abuse, maybe they won't make that mistake to begin with.
So, and I like the idea that in your third savings is sexy because it has a ring. It doesn't say to me I have to, you know anything about financing. I just have to recognize that, you know. Oh,
and it's the truth. This is something every woman can do, and it doesn't matter your level of education, your level of income. If you can start taking control of your money and get your friends to do the same things, because peer pressure is very real and it works both ways. If we can start this cultural shift where women are good with money, I mean, it's going to be monumentally different for our country. I could see our savings rate getting back up to 10% again if the women lead the way.
Well, and I think if the women lead the way, I think women have always been savers, but they have reluctantly given it over to spouses. So now we need to teach them to save and be the leaders of the family, not the ones that just save the money.
And it's not like guys don't need this, because they do, and that will be my next book. But for now, I'm really interested in the women.
And you're wanting to change the world with this.
I plan on changing the way the world looks at money. And if we can take the idea you think of the makeup industry being a multi-billion, trillion-dollar industry. If we can apply the laws of attraction to money, we'll get people to care. I mean, why does anybody do anything? You have to care. You have to want that change. And there's no doubt that women are vain, as we should be.
Well, and I would say men are vain too, but I think we get more PR to ourselves.
More money into it.
But I think we're equally vain. But we all are interested in ourselves.
Well, and we all want to be attractive,
right,
you know. And
absolutely.
it's like, your looks are the hand you're dealt, but what you do with your life is what matters.
Right.
And we can all take control of our money. And I know, people have setbacks. There's things that are out of our control. But if you watch the little things, things will start falling into place. And I think, one of the biggest things for young women is you've just got to be smart with your own money, be financially independent, and marry the right person. If you're going to get married, marry the right person. And not enough thought goes into that. And, and I've been part of both worlds. Anybody can make a mistake, but you've got to have the wherewithal to get out of it if you've made that mistake.
So, Alice, this sounds exciting. This sounds like a must-read for me. So, tell me about when it's going to be released and how do I get it? Is it print?
Right.
Is it e-books? Are you on the latest thing?
Well, this book is coming out as an ebook to begin with, and it will be available in February. And it'll the best way to find it will be to go to our website, because in the world of ebook publishing, it's a very fragmented industry. I haven't quite decided which platform I'm going with. And at some point, if the book sells well, it will be a hard copy too. And, hopefully people can find it at bookstores around the world.
And are you wanting this book to be a resource book or a read all the way through book? How should I use this?
It's meant to be short and sweet. I'd love it to be, the money Bible for young women. And it's a very quick read. It's the young women who have been my proofreaders, I'm so happy because they like it and they say it speaks to them. And I've been in their shoes. I've walked a mile in the shoes. I've struggled. I've succeeded. I think I have a lot of good information to share.
That's awesome. Well, we wish you a lot of luck, and I'm certain it's going to be a hit because you are just a wonderful story of success for all women, for all men. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.